is up, guys? Today I have some great news. Well, yeah, great news actually. This is just great news, okay? So today Microsoft has just Microsoft just announced their Surface Pro 3, and I have just finished watching their event. It was held in New York, and there is some amazing stuff coming out of this new product that they just made. So as you all guys know already, that I own the Surface Pro 2, which is the most amazing purchase that I have ever made in my whole entire life. I seriously, this is like the laptop, the Ultrabook, whatever, the tablet, whatever you call this now, is now replaced my laptop, and I use it as my daily base computer now. I do everything from photo editing, video editing. If I'm doing like bigger projects, then I'll hop on over to my, I call it my laptop, like to do 3D renders and stuff like that. But soon that may change with this new product. Honestly speaking, this may change soon. So let's get into spec wise. What is the Surface Pro 3 giving, and compared to the Surface Pro 2 that I have now? Well, for starters, the Surface Pro 2 has a 9-inch screen with full 1080p crystal type resolution. I forgot what was the pixel resolution for the Surface Pro 2, but the Surface Pro 3 it has a 12-inch screen and a resolution of 2160 by 1440 resolution. Same clear type technology, full HD screen, Gorilla Glass, all the same, but it's 38% bigger than the Surface Pro 2 and 50% more pixels. That is unbelievable. You think the images on the Surface Pro 2 were clear? These are gonna be just amazingly clear. The pixel resolution on this is gonna be awesome. Chassis wise, like what ports does it bring in? Same standard ports: USB 3.0, micro SD, display port, charging port, the same scenario. Chassis wise, they haven't really done anything much. But yeah, now what with the Surface Pro 2, what the configurations that you could have got was like a 4 gigabyte RAM or 8 gigabyte RAM, depending on which hard drive model that you get, and you only could go up to a i3 and i5 processor. With the Surface Pro 3 now, ooh, they gave us some more horsepower to it. So the RAM stays the same, only it's just like what they do is now you could get a Core i3, Core i5, or the newest edition now, the Core i7 processor, which is, I don't know how many gigabytes gigahertz of RAM gigahertz is gonna give us. Sorry, all tongue twisted right there. Gigahertz is gonna give us, but from what I've seen from previous generations, if I went to the Sony, there was a Sony tablet one, Sony Duo, and they had a Core i7. When I looked at their gigahertz, the processor on there and their gigahertz speed, it was a 310, 330 gigahertz, depending on what year did you get that Duo. But yeah, if they could squeeze in 3 gigahertz into this thing, oof, those renders, them renders are gonna be so fast. I'll be rendering my pictures and everything, my videos are gonna be so fast. Alright, so what else they bring in new? Let's see. Let's play the trailer that they made. So, see, a tablet that can replace your laptop. That is true. And after this, I'll go to parts that I like the most. Levitation not included. Alright, so let's go to the parts that I liked. Okay, so there is, oh, here we go. So, alright, so there's 12-inch screen, 2160 by 1440 resolution. What else? Alright, this is what I like the most. You think the hinge on the first hinge was okay. The second hinge on the Surface Pro 2 was even better. Now this hinge on this new version, oof, look at that flexibility. Oh man, let's take a look again. Damn, multi-positioning kickstand. That is nice. Now now, when I type on my lap with it's an alright experience. It's not the best like having a laptop, but you get the job done. That's the beauty of it. You get the job done. Not like on an Apple, I call it Apple's iPad Air or iPad. Like you have to buy those keyboards that you have to attach, and then it's like just wiggle. It may fall out when you do something. No. With the Surface Pro 2, you didn't have that problem. You just click on the keyboard and you just typed on your lap. The only thing about part, if you wanted to just change positions or something like that, it was a little bit difficult, but it's alright. It wasn't like painful or anything. I didn't mind it at all. But now with this multi-positioning kickstand, oh man, I could be like, it's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be just great. It's nothing but good stuff into this. Now right here, 80 grams and 9.1 millimeters thin. That is unbelievable that they could squeeze a Core i7 into that thin of a tablet or Ultrabook and keep it so light already that it is. Like the Core, you thought the not the i5, what is it? The Surface Pro 2 was light. This is just amazingly light, and it's gonna be like like they said, levitation not included, but okay, whatever. Skipping that new pen looks like looks nice. I don't know how good it is. Like USB 3, same display. New keyboard now. Yeah, that's the new keyboard that you could buy with it. Right here. Looks like Photoshop has been finally optimized to work on Surface Pro 3. That is just beautifully done. This is just beautiful. Just beautiful, because Photoshop was alright. It's an alright experience on the Surface Pro 2, but it's so small. Like the icons were so small. It was just you got stuff done, but you didn't get it done as pleasingly. I didn't really enjoy my experience on on Photoshop. On Photoshop for the Surface, so I always went to my laptop to do it. But yeah. Headphone jack, power jack, and that's it. Alright, so yeah, so now we got more horsepower, better resolution, more pixels, and it looks like, do I have a battery percentage here or not? No, that's the kickstand. Pounds lighter. Oh, okay. So, MacBook Air has 10. Okay, so it's 10% better than than the Surface Pro 2. So Surface Pro 3 is battery life. It's better than the Surface Pro 2 by 10%. That is just nice. Alright, so what else do they have? And excuse me, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Doorbell rang, had to go answer it, but it's all good. It was just the mailman. Alright, so where was I? Oh yeah, so it's 30% high color, 10%. I mean not 30%, 10% more battery than the Surface Pro 2, and with performance wise, it is 50% more bigger screen. Is there a processor percentage on here? Nope. Okay, so we don't know how much oomph is this packing compared to the. So I'm gonna go to some keynote highlights that I like the most. So let's start off with the first one, which is they're talking about the processor. So let's just play it, and I'll pause and continue and explain a little bit.
Core PC ever made. Let me see if I can define that for you perfectly. We've partnered super close with Intel. It has been the closest thing to a technical love affair that I could possibly think of. We spend tireless hours together to put the Core i7 in the new Surface Pro 3.
Okay, so basically what he's saying is that they partner up with Intel. Intel has made this amazing chipset for this product, this hardware, the Surface Pro 3. They have finally figured out how to fit in a Core i7 into the Surface Pro lineup. That is just amazingly well done. Applause to applause to Microsoft for making this happen, and applause to to Intel for making this possible. Just round of applause for both of them. That is just beautifully done. More horsepower, better. It's just nothing good. It's everything better.
When I say tireless, you think, well, doesn't everybody put a Core i7 in the product? Sure. But to pack it this thin, how do you do that? How do you get all the punch and performance in a product? Remember, 10% more performance than the Surface.
Oh, so we do know a percentage. So it's 10% more faster than the Surface Pro 2. That is a lot compared to like video rendering or photo rendering. That is a lot of speed.
Pro 2 in this thin of a package. I can go through all 100 custom parts it took to do that. I won't. I want to talk about one part. It's probably the most significant of the parts. I'll hold the device so you can continue to get a shot of it. But look at the fan that you see up there. We talk about fanless all the time. Fanless is an interesting concept. That was something people talked about 3 years ago when they talked about tablets.
So basically, if you don't know already, the Surface Pro lineup has a built-in fan into it. If you're not aware of that, because in the Surface, in just the regular Surface, I call it lineup, there is no fan. It's running a NVIDIA Tegra 3, if I'm presumed right. It's just like a regular Android or Apple tablet, only that it has the Windows environment on it, and you only can run, I think, is it Office, and that's it. You can't install any other application like iTunes or stuff like Photoshop onto it, because you can't. You only can run Office and the Windows Store apps, and that's it. So this fan is a great deal to the Surface Pro 3.
This thing is fanless. Another way to say fanless is thin. Another way to say fanless is cool to the touch. Another way to say fanless is you don't feel the air. So what we designed in our product, as you know from Surface Pro 2, take a quick look at Surface Pro 3. Do you see that perimeter vent going around here? That same vent in Surface Pro 2, that same technology invented, came into this small package.
That is nice. They didn't change the fan. I didn't really have any problems with it overheating or anything. There was never a problem for me, getting the device hot to the touch. It was always cool. It was nice. They kept the technology and probably made it even better.
Then we reinvented the fan, where we were able to make it 30% more efficient than any fan in any product today. Then we reinvented the fin on the fan, and we're able to radially emit air throughout the entire product so you never feel it. You don't hear it. You don't even see it. Now that seems simple, but super complex. I'm proud of the team, and I know there's a bunch of MEs right now in Redmond going, thanks for saying that, that's a big deal. You don't know how easy, that hard, and blah, blah, blah. It's great, it is amazing, but let's talk about the next step. You can again talk about...
A round of applause to the people who developed this this device and project. Whoever was on this project to develop this device, round of applause to you, as you guys well deserve this.
Details all you want, but at the end of the day, every part had to come together perfectly to make it this thin. We call it design to fit, but it doesn't stop at design. It then goes to machining. We call that machine to fit. Every single unit that comes off the line, every single Surface Pro 3 that comes off the line is custom machined. We optically measure almost every part. We then machine down the beautiful magnesium that you see. We then put it together so we squeeze all air out with a pressurized cavity to control the air in the device itself. We then push and push and push, and we built the thinnest optical stack ever built on a device this size at 0.75 millimeters. And then you say, well, what have you compromised? What have you taken away to do all that? Nothing.
That is well done. Well done, Microsoft. Well done. They have pushed it to the limit and they did not compromise nothing. That is just well done. If you guys are known to products or anything like that, there is one thing that always happens when there is manufacturing. When you manufacture a product, how to say this? When you manufacture a product, either there's you get something, but you have to compromise for that, and the only way to compromise for that is to. So say you want more speed. Well, you could get more speed if you want, but the only thing is you have for that you got to compromise that it's going to be heavier than the previous product or anything. Or you want a smaller screen, well then you gotta make it slower. Or you want more battery life, make a low voltage processor. You always have to compromise for something when building, I call it, but not with this. Amazingly, well done, Microsoft. Well done.
You love your battery life on your tablet. This gets more performance than the Surface Pro 2, which got plenty of accolades. As a matter of fact, over 20, 15, there's a number in there, % more battery life in this product than any product Surface has shipped before. But then you say, well, then didn't the device then get weaker? It's a thinner piece of glass, isn't it? No, no. It's the same unbelievably strong chassis that I'm about to drop, and it doesn't break, and we don't worry. You don't worry at all.
Nice. Well done.
It is the same product.
Don't recommend doing that at home.
The same build, the same finish, the seamless quality that you see, where every line matters. Because if you're going to make these devices personal, they have to be. I'm going to give this to you, Joanna, and there's a reason I'm going to give it to you. The reason I'm giving it to you is because I read an article that you wrote on May 5th, and I thought it was super inspiring.
What was it about?
It was a little bit late, but it was inspiring. No, for me. I mean, it was a timely article. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to give it to you because I want you to feel how light it is. I kind of want you to see the screen size as well. You don't have to give up your MacBook. I can put this on the scale if you want, but it's getting heavy up there. You take that. Just take a look at it. And that's for you to keep, by the way. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's cool. If you're going to talk about performance, let's show some of that, shall we? Because it's important. I just showed you a form factor that for sure is a tablet. It's going to be hard to debate it. It's beautiful. Let me introduce you to the Surface Pro 3 docking.
Oh, I have, for that part of the keynote or event, I have read that article as well. Applause to her as well. That article was actually inspiring, especially that one section that I've read. It's pretty good. It's an article that she wrote a while ago, but I've read it and it's just well written for sure.
I'm going to take this device out. You can see it up there. Why is a docking station important? Well, you need performance at your desk as well. If you're that mobile professional and you want to go kill it in the field, but then you come back and you're going to dock.
Let's just skip along.
And again, the beauty of Windows. All the work happening there and the power of the full PC is here, and I'm showing it to you. There's 4 groups of apps here. You can see Doctor up top. Now you see the architects. Then you see Artists and Microsoft Office. The reason we put these 4 apps here is not because I'm a doctor or an architect or an artist. I am none of those things. I can only
skip a little ahead. He's going to show.
With the full power of the PC, you have something like this, which is so powerful in building information modeling tool. This is a big deal. Just watch how I click it and it opens into the full model, how fast that is.
Well, there's my answer. I guess I'm going to start doing my 3D renders now on my Surface.
Very cool. And as I zoom into this scaled model, you can see me zoom with my mouse and keyboard because presumably I'm docked at my desk, and I can use when you go and talk to customers.
Alright, so basically, performance-wise, this thing packs a lot of horsepower and a lot of oomph into it. So let's go to the next keynote. This is where this is where the chairman of Adobe presents the new optimized Photoshop for the Surface Pro 3. Only one question: will this optimization come to the Surface Pro 2? That is a big question that I would like to have answered. Will this optimization go to the previous generation of it?
Take better advantage of the screen, the pen, and the touch. One of the great benefits of moving to the Creative Cloud is that we can innovate faster. But we can also deliver those innovations to our customers right when we're done. Today, I'm going to show you one example. So this is a sneak peek of Photoshop CC optimized for touch on Surface Pro 3. The first thing you're going to notice is the new interface. All the icons are 200% larger. It's really, really easy to interact with the screen. The pen input is natural. The performance is great. It's both the performance of the software and the hardware working together. My favorite is how easy it is to move around. I can pinch and zoom. We find that artists like to get really in close to work on the details and then go right back out to look at the context. Panning is straightforward. It's a lot more natural than using the scroll bars. And if you hold your fingers down for a second, you can pan, tilt, zoom, move around any place you want, get totally lost. It's a lot like working with a piece of paper on a desktop. And if you do get lost, simple two-finger double tap takes you right back to where you started.
That is nice. Finally, Photoshop has been optimized for the Surface Pro lineup. But the question is, will it appear on the Surface Pro 2 as well, or is this just an exclusive for the Surface Pro 3?
So there's a lot more in this upcoming version of Photoshop, so I hope you guys all try it. This is also just the beginning. There's a lot more that I think you can expect from our partnership in the not too distant future, so stay tuned. Thank you.
Thanks, Sid. Yeah, good work. That is super cool. It's been great. We've been talking to a lot of developers. It's been fun showing Surface Pro 3 to them. It's been great that they've kept it under wraps. But when you get to such a high-resolution screen and you get to something so beautiful, things have to come together with the applications as well, and we'll talk to that in just a minute. But before we do that, I want to talk about the kickstand.
All right, so basically, nice, beautiful screen, everything with Photoshop finally being optimized for the Surface. It is just all well good news. All right, let's go to this highlight, which is the kickstand.
To bend itself, and I'm going to show you what's happening, exactly what's happening. Note, this product is 3 years in the making. This hinge has taken every single detail, the amount of custom parts to bring to you full friction, so you can bring it all the way down at any position you want to land it at 150 degrees is intentful.
That is nice. Drawing on that thing is going to be so much easier. Writing on it, so much easier now. Instead of putting it flat on a desk or have to wave it in the arm or whatever, like drawing, you don't have, I used to own what was that Wacom the Wacom tablet, I think was it called. It was an old generation of it, but like drawing on it like in that kind of mode was so easy. But I sold it when I bought the Surface. I thought I was gonna have the same experience as the Wacom, but I didn't. It was an alright experience. It was almost the same experience that I had on the Wacom, only just Photoshop wasn't really optimized for for the Surface that back then. So we'll see now. Actually, we could see now that like with that kind of kickstand and with Photoshop being optimized, I am definitely going to experience I'm going to have a lot better experience probably doing a lot of more photo editing on it.
It's super important that you understand the modes that this product can do. Because if, Michael, you're using Photoshop now and you are a creator, and if you needed a canvas to write on, and with every single detailed iteration that the design team worked on to pick the perfect canvas angle, we landed 150 degrees. And with an amazing Palm Block technology, you now can do the drawing you want to do if you were an artist. But is that what it was designed for? Anastasia mode? Was it designed for canvas mode? This hinge, why go through all the trouble? It's a word we call lappability. Lappability is a coin term, of course. I've been super judged for it, which is really interesting, and blamed for making up words. And maybe we have, and that's fine. You can write it again. But it is the word we use right now in our labs and as a team.
That hinge.
We know that to really build a tablet that can replace the laptop, and when you ask that question, Satya, this is critical. It has to work in your lap. Lappability. Now, we thought it worked in your lap amazingly. Look at Joanna. She's using it in her lap with her legs crossed. That's just an accident. We didn't practice this. It is critical. But to get that right, let's talk about something else. I want to introduce you to the Surface Pro type cover. It's a beautiful product.
It is a beautiful product. I bought the Type Cover Pro. Well, the type cover that came with the new type cover that comes with the Surface Pro 2 that you could buy. It is an amazing product. Nevertheless, you get the job done when writing essays or papers or whatnot. You get the job done. Sleek, lightweight, and pretty much the only functionality. The only problem I had is because I have big fingers, fat fingers. The trackpad was a little bit too small, but nevertheless, it was great. It was a great product, like backlit keyboard and everything. All the functionality that I needed to get my stuff done, get the job. What I see in a computer is, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? And are you able to do it with that product? And with the Surface Pro 2, I had that experience. I did, well, all the stuff that I needed to do was right there. I needed to take notes. I had OneNote. I needed to type paper. I had the keyboard, and I had Windows Office Word. It is amazing that I had such a good experience on it.
For sure. It's gotten a lot of great accolades, if you will, from the typing feel and experience. It's got a lot of accolades from thinness, and we've made it even thinner. Of course we made it thinner because when you put this device in your bag, it has to feel as thin as any device you've ever had. And by the way, it is by far, even with the cover on, the thinnest core product ever created.
They have made it thinner. How much thinner can we get with these hardwares? Soon we're going to be writing on paper sheets. I honestly speak that we're going to be writing on transparent paper sheets. It's amazing that if they are, I thought it was already thin, and now they made it thinner. Oh.
But it doesn't stop there. To really get it right, to really get productivity right, there are some great leaders in this industry that said it perfectly. You cannot compromise on the mouse or the typing experience. You just cannot. So we put a ton of energy into the trackpad this time around. While we got a ton of praise, let's be clear, we did not get any praise for our trackpad. I am super clear. I heard it. We heard it. Oh my gosh, did the engineers hear it? It's unbelievable. This trackpad's 68% larger than the previous trackpad before it. We've reduced.
That is so nice. My fat fingers finally could use the trackpad. Microsoft, you just blow me away even more. Take my money. Just take it.
Reduce friction by 78%. We've almost reinvented it to the point where now the two-finger scrolling comes to life. You can start using all the power of Windows integrated into this trackpad itself. And while I'm talking about the trackpad and you're like, seriously, Panos, a trackpad? Yeah, seriously. Turns out on a tablet, when there isn't a pointer, it's really hard to get stuff done. Really hard. And we kind of underestimate that. The power of Office, the power of Windows, all that comes with a mouse. It's super important. Now there's stuff you can do from viewing and maybe some light editing, but be super clear.
I don't believe that. I think you could do a full edit of a picture. It's gonna take a while to render, I think, or a video. Because for me, I done this test when I recorded a 40-minute video. Yeah, 40 minutes video, and it rendered in 30 minutes. So it takes 10 minutes less of the video, depending on what resolution you recorded. I usually record in 720, well, because it's what mobile devices use, and it looks pretty good.
This is critical. Now the typing experience, going back to it, we've lowered user fatigue, we've made it the fastest typing possible, we've created a great feel, but is it really just about that? Obviously not. It's about being able to click in and use it on your lap. And so let's talk about what we've done to change things. You're going to take a look here, and what you'll see is the classic view of Surface Pro 2. Note, what I mean by that is I've taken the second angle that we're so familiar with, and I've put it here on my knees. It's pretty close. Given this is a friction hinge, I'm just kind of guessing. I could pick the angle I want now. But
that's nice. You could pick the angle on how you could. I had my experience with typing on the lap was all right. It wasn't the best. But you got the job done. That's for sure. As long as I get the job done, I'm pleased with it. And now, since I have more angles to work with, I like it.
I want to show you something new that's important. While people say Surface Pro 2 works on the lap, and I saw 2 of you, 3 of you using it on your lap, that's great. That's cool. It does work on your lap. I agree, but not perfect. This changes all of that. And the reason is because you get this looseness in your hinge, and when you're typing, you kind of have to feel like, where should I put my, and there's too many thoughts. And when you put too many thoughts in a customer's head or a person who's using its head, you really do find a place where they get stuck. And when you're thinking too much, when it should be that simple, it doesn't work. It's one of the beauties of tablets. It's one of the beauties of laptops. Indeed. So I'm going to show you one simple move here that's important. I'm about to click in the cover to the screen. And that's going to stabilize it as good as any laptop you've ever used. And I want you to kind of see that happen. So watch here. This is what you're looking at. Watch how it clicks in. Now that is subtle, but like we've said before, sometimes the most subtle in innovation can have the largest impact. This now magnetically seals itself to the screen, and it starts to change the way the device feels in your lap. The stability is unbelievable. When you start to change positions, I can change them in any way, and I don't lose any stability. I can put my hands on it just like this with my legs crossed. I can then change the friction hinge and drop it down just like this. I have the ability to pick any position I want and any angle I need. It sounds a lot like a laptop.
That's nice. That is just nice. Now we have stability when using, I call it, the Surface, which is great. An extra improvement, bonus for them. But I didn't really have any problems using it, but it's a bonus. That hinge though, I like that hinge, bro. I love that hinge, man. That hinge is gonna be so useful when I get it. Once I get this, I call it this device, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it. I don't know when will I get it. I probably will not get it when it's first released. I'm sorry, but as you all guys know, I'm in college and my expense budget is pretty limited. Nevertheless, I'm still going to get this product.
And when you say, can a tablet replace the laptop, we cannot underestimate how critical these elements are.
Alright, so on to the next highlight that I liked, and this is the pen, which is unbelievable. Just unbelievable. You thought the pen on the other device was good. This pen is just great compared to it, and this new feature is awesome. Like, hold on, I'm gonna actually do a search. I'm gonna show you all my notes that I had to take in my chemistry class, and it's all thanks to the Surface Pro and OneNote. It got me out of a lot of sticky situations when it came to finals or exam dates. It's just awesome. So start with that. These are all my notes for the final. Everything, like It's like it was unbelievable. The Hikari, it's so quick and easy. It's like beautifully written. I just like it's this is how I write. So if it's a little bit messy, this is how I write. I'm sorry. My handwriting is bad. I know. All my chapters that I had to review for everything. It's just without this tablet, I would probably needed a 5-star notebook and like have it halfway filled. Like I have other like the chemistry, math, bio, writing, my math homework, and then there's like sections of homeworks that I done. My math homework, essay questions that I had to answer, which was a lot easier than typing them out. It was just write it and then print it out. It's so easy. Without this product, honestly speaking, because I would probably have a hard time at college, a much harder time. So let's get back to this.
Really bad idea that you need to write down.
Yeah, a lot.
You need to pick up your device, your piece of paper, and you need to click your pen because you know you can write. And when you click it, even if your device is off, you have to know you can write.
That's nice. That's the best innovation right now. I like right now for college, because whenever you don't write, your device will go to sleep, and I will always have to turn it back on, pressing the power button, or I have to tap the screen and swipe up to write something. That then I have to I'll be back where I started. But now that I could just click the pen and it will just wake up automatically into OneNote, it's I'd have nothing to say but wow. Applause to you. Applause Microsoft. Microsoft, take my money. Take it. I'll buy 2 products if I have the money.
Immediately.
Applause, exactly.
Now it goes just one step further. You now have this amazing writing experience. It's unparalleled. We've removed parallax. We have the lowest latency in the industry. We have a beautiful feeling pen tip. You can write in detail. You can use Photoshop and make art. You can have 256 points of pressure. 200? But more important than all of that is you can write your notes, and the minute you click your pen, they go right into the cloud. And when they go into the cloud, nice. They go to every single device that's in this room right now. Every single device in your pocket, every single device in your laps, every single device in your hands. All of them. And the power of OneNote brings that beauty to you everywhere. Every thought you had that you didn't lose, because instantaneously you captured it, went with you. That's powerful. That is super powerful.
That is powerful. The power of technology. So, those were the highlights that I actually enjoyed. That hinge, the processor improvement, and that functionality with OneNote and pens. It is so nice. They didn't even have to make the screen bigger. I was already happy with a 9 or 10-inch screen. I was already happy. Now they bumped it up to 12. It's just beautifully done. So, in sum up, this product, oops, ignore that, but that's a notification, but whatever. So in summary, just for Surface Pro 3, it's gonna just be the most amazing product ever. It's gonna outbeat Apple like 10 times, just outbeat Apple 10 times. So the storage capacity that is gonna come in, it's gonna come into a 64 to a 512 gigabyte. It's in a range of 64 to 512 gigabyte range. That's nice. So the model that I bought was 128 gigabyte. I'm not too sure. No, it was a 254 I think gigabyte hard drive, which is plenty of storage for me, especially since I mostly use OneDrive to sync all my documents and stuff like that and anything else. So it's nice. So I can't wait to get my hands on this product, do a review for you guys. I just can't wait for it. It looks just, there's nothing bad about it. It's all good. They did not compromise on anything. They just added more stuff into it and making it better. Just, oh my God. Microsoft, a round of applause. To all the developers and people on this project, a round of applause. Because you guys just killed it out there. Just killed it. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this little video that I made on the links to this to the Surface blog and the live event will be in the description. So if you guys want to read about it yourself and watch it for yourself, links will be in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like, a comment saying what do you think about this for the Surface Pro 3. What are your expectations on it going to be like? If you have a Surface Pro 2, please leave a comment saying how's your experience on it, because I would like to know. I like to connect with my audience. Please leave a comment and a rating, and I hope to see you guys soon again. So long.